Alrighty, everybody. Just grabbed a nice, cozy chai latte. How's it going? Very low energy today. Actually, I was thinking of, what is it? Putting on like something in the background just to look at. I'm a very angry pigeon on my monitor right now. Yeah, I can probably just close Twitch for now. Hmm. I had what is it? Desk pause, open yesterday. Also, yeah, sorry if my voice sounds like especially gravelly today. Pickle. Wait, don't do that, bud. Hmm. No, I'll put on together. That sounds like a good idea. I don't have the game audio though. Hey there, everyone. Gonna hop on for a while. How's it going, Nova? This is a very, 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 very chill, low energy stream today because I've just been planning for this schedule to be quite lean because I've been feeling a bit burnt out, but also that my throat since last night has been feeling a little bit rough. So it's largely just kind of co-working, buddy doubling. If you have anything to work on, then that's something that you can do, or you can just chill. I was just gonna put on, I guess, something in the background. Put that on. I was putting on together. Let me take a look at that. Also, I should really grab that OBS plugin so that I can have multiple windows assigned to the same thing. It's annoying having to swap over sources when it comes to games. Let me see. How does that look? There you go. Chillin'. There's currently a light blackout in my street because of the rain, so I won't stay for long, sadly. Oh, that's unfortunate. I hope the power comes back on. My phone data only goes so far. Oof, yeah. Glad you asked. I'm currently working on the next piece from the Alea Lacta Est. Uh, and planning some Hail Mary fan art. That sounds nice. Actually, what is it? I didn't actually think about this beforehand, but I should probably write a list of things to do. Shockingly, I do have a list of things to do, but it always changes, so it doesn't even fucking matter. At best, a list tells me how much I actually need to get done. Whether or not I get those things done, I guess it's a matter of just vibes. I guess what is that? That's a personal complaint that I have. Is just oh yeah, if you want to get stuff done, get organized, write a list and shit like that, and it's like I can do that. It's not gonna fucking work, but whatever. Then I forget what is that? I'll try and organize the lists then. Do anything other than the actual work. Also, I had a pretty fun day with my Unveil peers in general. Well, that sounds nice. I would imagine heaps that on Unveil probably have very rich characters and world building and stuff like that. Considering I mean I've taken a quick browse of Unveil. It's quite interesting. And you can go into an incredible amount of detail. One of my Blue Sky moods gave me a stunning fan art of Lou, and one of my Unveil moods, some Nova fan art as well. Oh, that sounds awesome. Actually, wait, I think because I took a quick skim of Blue Sky, I think I saw that. What was it? It was I think it was monocolor, like a Lucifer, and I thought it looked crazy good. really enjoying like the cozy vibes I've created here. I'm just like chatting with you guys with like fucking some chai latte in my hand, and like actual chai latte. Normally I'd be like kind of a tea where I just boil the kettle and then just have like a little bit of milk on top. No, this is just like complete like microwave milk milk uh chai latte, and it's like so much more like creamier and cozy like that. No coffee though, because I had like I had the little bit of coffee earlier, but that is all I'm gonna have for like the rest of the day because otherwise I know that I'm gonna regret that later. Indeed, that's precisely why I chose it as my lore vault. You can go into a gross amount of detail with it. Oh, nice. And yeah, it's mighty good. Ryan's got some other fantastic work in his profile and highly recommend his work. Speaks mostly in Spanish though. You know what? I eventually want to actually learn Spanish someday, like properly. Because I believe, what is it? Spanish is like the second most popular language in the world. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, if there is a second language that I would like to learn, it'd probably be Spanish. I mean, I have no idea where to start, but I suppose when it comes to most languages, you don't really know where to start. It'd be nice if you did, although it's pretty difficult considering the amount of verbs and uh, conjugations there are. I mean, yeah, what is it? I think the most difficult part would likely be everything to do with grammar, most likely. Like, I mean, I picked up on back when I was like learning Italian and stuff. Like, I can pick up on like a few words that I could like recognize, but like when it comes to like the grammar and stuff, it's like I have no fucking clue. But I know that like what is it? Some English words are derived from Latin, so like I get I guess it's somewhere that that's something. Plus, if you learn Spanish with a Mexican instructor, you're gonna need to prepare for Spaniard, Argentinian, Chilean, and Colombia slang. Yeah, that makes sense. I would imagine each country probably has like slightly different ways of saying things. Okay, I should, uh, I guess, figure out some sort of list on like what I'm actually doing. One thing's for sure is that I still need to make updates to the model. And actually, like this morning, I did get started on working on a Halloween model, like mainly just the reference. Just getting a basic reference out of the way before I do the model itself. I think this one is going to be a smaller file than like this one. I'm not really sure because I was kind of like um, kind of divided on whether or not I should just use this model as a base or if I should just make an entirely different model. I'm kind of leaning towards doing an entirely different model. So that what is it? I can make it more like simple. Like I can make sure the expressions are all kind of done well enough. I guess I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. But I really, really like the design that I have done uh, for the for Halloween and stuff like that. I'll be very, very excited to reveal that during the spooky season. Light came back. I'm not sure how long though. Nice. Also, I've kind of learned my lesson. I have sketched out very, very like kind of like messy thumbnails like that. I have sketched out two more pages of my comic. I think that I'm weirdly. I think I'm most productive working on my comic if I'm like at a cafe or something. Like for some reason, I just like was like, oh, I could go just work on my comic. Sometimes you get in the zone in a certain place, and it is how it is. Sometimes, yeah, it's just like weirdly specific. Like when it comes to like single pieces, like I pretty much do them like anywhere, anywhen. With the exception of like lack of music. If I don't have like music that kind of drives the piece, then like it's a little bit harder to come up with stuff. And then I guess when I'm like at a cafe, I'm just naturally drawn to like more stuff involving like out of place. And then I've still got to figure out what I'm actually because like what is it? Making PNG tubers and like models and stuff. It's still trial and error. I don't know what the easiest method is, and I also don't know what's a good time to actually what is it? Work on them. Also, the model file annoys me. It takes so damn long to actually load anything up. I think the next model that I work on, just like not the Halloween one, but like just general use. I think the next model that I'm gonna make, I'm probably gonna dumb it down significantly, or like reduce the amount of pieces significantly, because it is like it's way too much. Not to mention, I feel like the file itself is a little bit too big. So occasionally, PNG Tuber Remix just kind of stops working the rig properly. But like it'll stop receiving um, microphone input. I don't know why that is, but to be fair, I have not updated it in a very long time. I'm pretty excited for Halloween too. Not to mention, my birthday is literally 2 days away from it. Ooh, nice. That sounds cool. Ooh, this is a nice tune. I don't think I've ever heard this one in game. What the fuck has happened to this? God damn it. Oh god. I am so fucking tempted to just start from scratch. You know what? Actually, I might just do that. Another thing that maybe I'll do in some birthday artworks for the Kevin's Coffee Shop cast. They all have their birthdays in October, November, and December. Something silly to have some fun. Nice. I can only recall Jeff's off the top of my head since it's where the Day of the Dead starts, November 1st. Wasn't Kevin's like uh literally on Halloween? October is something something. I only remember it's at the start of October. Okay. It's a spooky month. October 1st. And Andreas is December 28th. Ah, I would say Christmas kid, but people don't usually celebrate Christmas like afterward. But then like it's still kind of that holiday season. His birthday either gets shafted to the side for Christmas or Christmas gets celebrated on his birthday. Can't decide which is better. Ugh. Unfortunate. Sharing a birthday with the Christmas season. Oh, hi, Sin. How's it going? Hello. Welcome to the stream. It is a very low energy stream today. I haven't thought out the dynamics of Andres and Jeff's family. It's not that relevant to the story anyways. You might actually think about it later, lol. It'd be interesting to, um, what is it? If like family dynamics have something to do with like, Jeff's motivations. Uninstalled all Adobe products from my laptop. Hell yeah. Get unshackled. Only thing I've got planned for the family was the increasingly bigger gap between expectations from their parents that led to the initial window open. Ah, interesting. I can see that being like a little like backstory sequence. And that between the 5 years since Andres' death, his father dies and his mum stays searching for both of her sons. That is really sad. uh, what's Unveil? I mean, Nova's probably better explaining that. But from what I understand, it's like social media, but it is for sharing like stories and world building and stuff specifically. An art program primarily focused on OCs and OC lore. Yeah, I'm trying to. What is it? I'm thinking about. I gotta draw folded arms. I need to use me as a reference. You can trade OCs, write lore and world building, and join a few communities. Oh, nice. Yes, I highly recommend checking out Nova's Unveil. It's all very, very interesting. There's quite a lot of like extra tidbits for like it goes into a lot of detail about Nova's characters, and it's quite interesting. It's pretty tame, all things considered. The real magic is the mutuals you get to make, and the whole and the more mellow interactions. Nice. Would also be really good creative exercise for me. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I've written a couple mini stories over there, and it's really sparked my interest in writing again. Nice. Writing has always been very tricky for me. Recently made a small prologue in Catherine and chat how she was abducted by Lou. Ooh. Wait, I want to give that a read. For now, I'm working on a 16-panel storyboard with class. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Storyboarding is nice. I should really do more storyboarding, honestly. Put in a character profile. I'm gonna write another two for Jeff and Andres on how they were abducted too. Nice. It'd be cool to see the beginning of the story, where it all began. It's just basic stuff for now. Morning routine that's based in a genre of choice. That will probably be building blocks for next week's video assignment. Nice. So like, I forget what you were studying exactly, but it'd be some sort of like film production, right? You can also upload images in the writing section. I've seen a couple entire comics being uploaded there. Actually, I didn't think about that, to be honest. Because as you say, like read the TOS and all that. I might actually give that a look. Because I've been thinking about, well, how am I going to actually go about hosting the comic when I finally release it? It's like, yeah, Webtoon is a piece of shit. I don't think they'd allow a comic like mine on their platform anyway. Because they're so fucking weird about censors and shit like that. Um, Hosting it on my own website, that sounds what is it, expensive, and even if I use a website builder, they have a limited um, amount of, I guess, things you're allowed to upload. Uh, so then that kind of just, what is it, leaves social media. Filmography. Ah, yeah, 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 that makes sense. From what I've heard, depending on what the end result is, like what medium it is, there's a lot of like considerations when it comes to like storyboarding. Um, So like with like live action and stuff like that, when it comes to storyboarding, you have to really consider where the camera is, um, and what your limitations actually are with the shots. It's mostly formality though. I've joined a couple of horror communities there, and as long as you label it, you're probably good. Yeah. So I think what is it having a good place, like a just like I guess a core place to upload comics. It sounds like a good idea instead of me just like constantly changing my mind all the time, like I always do. Which, by the way, speaking of changing my mind, I changed my mind about the fucking format that I'm gonna do with my comic. I finished 3 pages, and I'm not changing that. But after like page 3, I've like changed the format so like slightly. Seems like a perfect place to put my story too. Yee. Sounds great. Great. Just read the terms of service and find your preferred way to archive info, and you'll be good to go. Nice. Also, I don't I don't even know. I mean, I kind of do know what I've done is that like I've just decided to like um make a new model from scratch because I just got so pissed off about like the number of layers that I had to work with this model is pissing me off so much that I just want to like um try again but with like much less layers to work with. Plus, there's fun stuff like the question of the day or daily doodle where you can just have fun exploring your OC a bit more. Hell yeah. This is just Nova just like hyping us up for Unveil. My boy Andres is my most liked OC there with 158 favorites. Oh, sweet. I'm not sponsored, mind you. I just really love that place. Nova's selling us on this website. Unveil. When are you gonna sponsor Nova? Definitely do me favors archiving the Boxerverse lore and whatnot. Gonna be talking about the logistics of possession and muses soon. Uh, or the dread the souls face when entering the afterlife. Like from what I have read about, like what is it? Even Andres has it rough. Or finally, world build Paradiso and Purgatorio. Got some solid ideas for them finally. Yep, he's got it rough. Tried to jump off the pearly gates into the rivers of rebirth to somehow go back. And it's not even that rare for that to happen, mind you. People cannot cannot wrap their heads around concept of afterlife. Plus, there's a hell of a lot of paperwork to do. To work as a guardian angel, as a human soul. Yep, the real logistics of finding out that they're real uh, in their universe really messes with their minds. Uh, Poor Andres. Andres wasn't even that religious to begin with. He even joked that he'd go to hell for liking death metal. He was pretty surprised to see that he made it there. Ah, just imagining like the existential crisis that you'd have, like learning that heaven and hell is real. Pretty much, and don't even get me started on the souls that go to Purgatorio or Inferno. They have it infinitely worse. Curious? Yeah, what Purgatory would look like. Would it just be mainly limbo? I always found the concept pretty terrifying, so I might as well write horror about it. Fair enough. Wow. Talk more about how Paradiso works in a post I made. Purgatorio is more similar to the one described in the Divine Comedy. I'm not super familiar with that. With the literal uphill battle the souls have to go through to get to heaven and cleanse their souls. If you spawn in hell and not there, it's pointless to try to go to heaven. Ah, I see. So like purgatory would be like this is your last chance. Exactly, last chance to go to heaven, buddy. That's why Andres is so desperately trying to get him at least to Purgatorio. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I see now. I got us. It was a very, very low energy stream, so indeed, have a good sleep. The souls in hell are pretty much closed off from the rest of Inferno's civilization, except for those in limbo. Interesting. What is it? I did take a read through. I don't think you've actually gone into much detail about like the hierarchy in Inferno, because like it looks like at least some souls kind of integrate into like hell society, but it's like they're kind of like at the very like bottom of the hierarchy. I believe it's on my unveil, but I can recite it off the top of my head anyways. Nice. Hmm. You know something that I want to get at some point? I want to get some warm lighting, like some lamps, or like fairy lights or something. I think that'd be quite nice. Just kind of like nothing too much, but like having a little bit of like decoration here and there, just like increase the cozy factor. I've already got the RGB lights, but those don't actually have any like warm lighting on them. It's like it's like RGB, but for some reason, like anything that is like yellow or orange, it's trying to mix green with it for some reason. So it ends up like looking really ugly and shit. It's only like cheap. It's basically normal soul, limbo soul, imps, fallen angels, and Lu himself. I see. So limbo soul is higher ranking than just a regular soul. Huh. Because according to what I've investigated, the souls that went to limbo were there because they were born before Jesus or unbaptized. That's why there's a lot of people that didn't really deserve to be there. Ah, okay. So like, what is it? There's just like a bunch of people living in limbo. Because like heaven is like, oops, we dropped a few 100,000 million. And they're given a second chance to live a relatively peaceful afterlife. Um, they just won't be able to live in heaven. Ah, I see. Okay, interesting. I wonder what kind of environment they would be in. Also, like, how would Lou uh, govern that part of hell? Unless that's kind of, I guess, managed by the angels, maybe? I don't know. By the way, you're on the big screen. Love says hi. Hello. We're just having vibes. It's all vibes today. Nothing really too interesting going on. comfy, have like a nice hot drink or something, maybe some chocolate. Yep, that's why they look a bit more humanoid than what a regular soul looks like. Some body horror added to their torment too. Yes, I love body horror. It's so fun and interesting. How he governs it is a mishmash of brute forcing his reign at first, and after that, established a more diplomatic way of being uh, amicable to them. Okay, how actually curious? How does Lou feel about like the people in limbo? Like, what is it? Something tells me that like he would just like tolerate them. Some world building politics and democracy going on between the two. Heaven is nothing without hell and that stuff. Okay. Yeah, well, what is it? I've spent the past hour or so, maybe, just like sketching out a very basic third model. Current model is pissing me off too much. Great question. He tolerates them. He's a bit of himself in the unfairness. of their situation. He sees a bit of himself in the unfairness of their situation. His hate for humans is highly dwindled by his critical sense of empathy. Vestigial. Huh. Green is looting. Give me a sec. Yeah, so like he's not keen with them being there, but at the same time, like he definitely feels for the humans who have ended up in limbo. And they're like, oh yeah, it's definitely like not fair. I've got to clean out some older canvases. I keep saying this, and yet like it keeps building up. I think what is it? I think after this stream, I'll probably try and go for like a short nap or something. And then if I still have like any time or like if cafes are open, maybe I'll like take a small walk down and just I don't know. I don't really know. I'm kind of just tired, just trying to take things easy. I find that I get too stressed way too easily. But I know that I don't know, what is it? What's the I get stir crazy or something if I don't work on something. But at the same time, when my brain starts resisting working on something, then like that feeling of not working on something but feeling like I should, it weighs me down even more. And it's like that's burnout. Where like I want to do something, but then it feels like physically impossible to do the thing. That's where like burnout rolls around, but then it's just like I'm gonna be driven to insanity if I don't do something. Just like even if I do just like a little bit, or even if I just do things in a very relaxed approach, then that is a lot easier to do. He feels for them, and it fuels his hatred towards Paradiso even more. If they will not, if they're not up to their standards, I will be the one to give them the peace they deserved. Yeah, like very righteous in that way. Sort of like a double-edged sword. Everything. good he does just pushes his evil towards another direction. Yeah. You know, if I do get unveil, maybe that means that like maybe everything that I've written about out of place actually gets fucking organized for once. I have like a little bit in obsidian. I have a little bit in the cloud that I have. I have a little bit in keep notes. I have a little bit in a little bit of everywhere. And it drives me insane because I don't know where to put anything. Oh yeah. Fucking Echo. I am most certainly gonna be making a cover of Echo at some point. Because I think that would be both funny and cool. Like keeping his subjects safe at the expense of keeping the souls of the dark. You're right about the self righteousness. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Mhm. All right. I think what am I gonna do? Because I should probably do a bit of a stretch. Um, I will, yeah, go for a stretch break for about like 5-ish minutes, recollect my thoughts, because I know that I have other stuff that I gotta do. Ugh, fucking PayPal. Ugh. Yes, I will go and drink water too. I love that little sound bite. It's so funny. Thank you, Vertex. Indeed, indeed. All right, I shall be right back. I am back. Nova, I know it was you. I was thinking Vertex for the soundbite. But yes, thank you for the hydrate, Nova. Also, Critical Role. Hello, welcome to the stream. And also thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. It's love. Oh, I see. Hello, hello. Welcome in. It's very chill. So, Pickle still needs scratches. You're gumpy today. I don't know if Pickle will allow scratches today. He's very flighty this morning. Lovely Cat 97 that changed name to fit my other names. Oh yeah. Nice. Didn't change it. I mean, like it did change, but like I don't think it changes like at the past chat messages. Or at least like I can see it. Oh wow, I have awakened. I had to go out and in-law. I see. Yes, Vertex has awakened. Mainly been talking about um like Nova's lore with like the Captain's Coffee Shop universe. Meanwhile, I've just been, I guess, like sketching out a new model because I got so pissed off with the current one and how messy that is. I will be cutting down on a lot, which I don't think that's going to reduce the quality of the model by any means. It just means that it'll be easier for me to manage. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm not sure for how long. You, you can go sleep if you need to. Don't feel you have to stay awake. If you are feeling sleepy, then you should go and sleep. It is a um, very like sleepy type, very low energy. I honestly expect like a lot of people to just like fall asleep. To be honest, like there's nothing too interesting going on for this stream. It's literally just chatting and me working on stuff, and then like maybe other people are also working on stuff in the background. I've just been geeking out about lore lols. Didn't miss a whole lot to be honest. Yeah, no, it's all just chilling. My my phone UI keeps breaking, but that's kind of my fault. Also, like speaking of like having lore bits and stuff like everywhere and like keep notes. I have actually been meaning to write down something. Um I like to keep track of story beats that I have in mind for the story. Because like, what is it? It's one thing to have like the skeleton of like the entire story from like beginning to end. But I think that like having story beats here and there are also like very very important. Kind of determine, well, like what's a turning point, what's a very important event for your characters, and how does that play out? And then I guess everything else is just like from A to B, or like you can create some new really cool stuff in between. Like a wind up toy just flailing around. Yeah. The basics of storytelling: having the start and end clearly defined, have the middle at least a bit figured out, and fill the gaps with fun stuff. Hell yeah. Endings, especially, are very, very difficult. I have like a broad idea on how I want the story to end, but it is very, very tricky to figure out all the details. For your information, by the way, I'm currently in the midst of figuring out how to set up my D&D character in case I ever use him. Seems quite fun. I hope to see some shenanigans in like the D&D channel. Could be quite fun. Uh, or at least in my rookie knowledge of it, based off of experience and tutorials. Lol. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a writer in the slightest. I just call myself a storyteller because like I don't know the rules, or like I have a basic idea on like storytelling and stuff like that, but like never like any ability to write. I'm just kind of making things based on what I know. Got chicken tendies and banana bread. Must feed my starving artist. Love that. Munch. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, I should definitely. What is it? I have like some corn chips and a bit of salsa left in the fridge. Probably like eat that later. But like, what is it? I know I've been forgetting to eat lately. This morning though, I what is it? I bought one of those like just instant microwave uh like Thai noodle boxes. It's very nice, like fast and easy way of just like having something in your stomach. I'm probably gonna DM Sin about it or something if I have any questions. Nice. That's right. Like it, you probably haven't played. From what I remember, you haven't played Dungeons and Dragons before, have you? So like the making character stuff and like the stats thing, wouldn't that be new to you? Almost time for me to head out. Might stay for a bit longer though. Nice. Also, the music is a tad bit loud. I can turn it down a little bit. It's probably also because like my voice is a lot lower. That might be too much. Hold on. That'll be fine. Because like, what is it? I'm not making sure that I sound clear. It's all very much my just very mumbly voice. And just what is it? I guess I'm just naturally very like mumbly if I'm not like doing anything else on stream. I'm trying to fix Lou's portrait pose for monochrome piece. Neat. Okay, hold on. I want to try and finish off this thing that I'm writing. I wish that I could talk more about Out of Place so much. It'll be very exciting to, I guess, get the first few pages out when I finally finish that. It'll be exciting to see what people think of the characters, what people think of the world. It's what is it? I don't intend to like throw everything all at once at the reader. Um, kind of like adding bits and pieces, and people be able to kind of figure out what the world is all about. He looks a bit off. Can't explain exactly why though. Probably a bit too stuffy or too scrawny looking. I don't know. I hate when like something about a piece looks off, and like it's probably something about the proportions, but then it's like there's no way of knowing like what exactly about the proportions is off. I run into that problem all too often. Like things just seem off. Are kobolds even playable? I mean, what is it like? Dungeons and Dragons, like you can probably stretch the rules even then. As I say, I literally did a campaign that was what it was SCP. That's it. Did an SCP campaign at one point, so I think you could probably make it work. Lit. I needed to sneeze. Oh, sorry, lovely cat. The the Twitch channel doesn't allow links in chat. But if it is at all possible, do you think you could um send that on Discord, or like send that to Sin and then get Sin to post that on Discord? Uh, yeah. It's just Google saying more and it's possible. Yeah, it's no worries, but I would just prefer that links don't be shown on the channel. I think to Discord now. Thank you, it's much appreciated. Sorry for being a stickler. I just, yeah. It's easier to moderate, even if I do that. Know that like most people are, doing like following the rules and everything. Probably assigned to get some more accurate body type refs of my OCs, but meh. The 3D figures are enough. Fair enough. I mean, with the 3D figures, you'd be spending a lot of time trying to get the proportions right. I have so many notes to organize, it's not even funny. All right, well, I'll leave that alone for now. You know what's something that I do want to get around to doing at some point is what is it? Making a video at some point. I don't exactly know what I would make, but I think it would be, I guess, fun to give videos a try. What is it? I like streaming because it's like everything is kind of like already set up as I am streaming and stuff like that. So like once that's all set up, I don't really have to uh, do too much extra work. But I think what is it? Making an edited video might be fun at some point because I don't mind the editing process too much. It's just it's very easy for me to get distracted. Sent to the character sheets D&D chat Discord. Beep showed. Nice, thank you. Um, Wait, I think I just heard the doorbell. That's a bit strange. Um, I will go and check that out. I will be right back. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. All right. Well, that was unexpected. But I am afraid that this is the end of the stream. Look closer at the music playing and went, is it Slime Rancher? Thought it sounded like Slime Rancher. Yeah, I love Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher 2 has been so addictive. But yes, unfortunately, I will have to end the stream now. Um, yeah, I heard the doorbell, and what is it? It's somebody from the power company, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we need to like upgrade the meter or whatever. We will have to turn the power off." I'm like, oh, okay, I wasn't notified of this. Um, I don't know. Maybe it was planned. I don't know, but I'll figure that out. But in any case, thank you all for just like hanging out with me and just having like a nice chill stream. It's been very nice. And what is it? I believe the next stream, I think I have it on Friday, and that will be an Amori stream. So, I think I should be a lot like higher energy by the time that comes around. So I think that should be a lot of fun. All right, Void. See you later, and nice stream overall. Thank you. I always worry about like my streams not being like very entertaining, but then it's kind of nice to, I guess, have a good variety of different kinds of streams. Like some are high energy, some are low energy. It's nice to have something a little bit more lower energy for a change. Have a good one, Void. Thank you. I hope you have a, what is it? A good night, I'm gonna guess. Or yeah, but it'll probably be a night for you. Anyways, everyone, have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning or evening. I will see you all next time. Bye bye. I'll just fix chat quickly here. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, bye bye.